Please subscribe my channel and press the bell icon for getting latest updated videos. My name is Bhavesh Parmar, and in today's session we take revision of lesson HTML. In previous 9 different sessions we have studied what is HTML, what are the tags, and we have also practiced to write various HTML programs. So that will definitely helps us to design a web page. So in today's session we take the revision of the tags that we have studied. So which are these tags? So I have already written on this board. So these many tags we have already studied it in previous session. So let me take the revision of one by one tag. So in that our first tag is HTML tag. So as we know that every HTML program should start with tag HTML, and all the tags are present in between HTML and /HTML tag. So you may also call this is a mother tag of HTML. Thereafter our second tag is head tag. Head tag represents heading given to the document. So we can provide various types of heading using head tag, and in the same one there are these different types of headings are there. These headings represented by H1 to H6 means total 6 headings are provided, and these heading tags are used to give the suitable heading with different font size. So whereas H1 tag represents the data with largest font size, then H2 is quite smaller size, H3, H4, H5, and finally H6. So H6 tag represents the data with smallest font size. So we can use these heading tags either in head section or we use separately in body section according to our requirement. So it is totally depends on the programmer thinking where it uses. So thereafter our next tag is title tag. So as the name suggests, title tag, it is used to provide suitable title to the document, and generally it is display on title bar of our browser window. So thereafter the most important tag is body tag. This body tag consists of actual information which is to be displayed in our web page. So generally what happen in body section, in body tag, there are so many tags are used by the programmer to provide more attractive look to the web page. So in that, thereafter we are going to discuss B tag. So B tag is used to represent the text in bold form. So user want to display or to highlight some data, so it is used by B tag. Thereafter I tag. I tag represents italic. It is used to display the text in italic style. Thereafter next one is U tag. U tag represents the text in underline form. So if we use to give underline to the particular text, then in that case we recommend U tag. Thereafter next tag is EM tag, or you may also call it is an alternative tag for I tag. EM stands for emphasis, and it display the text in italic style. So sometime when we use text to speech format, in that case it display the text in italic style, which is not possible for I tag. So generally most of the person they are trying to use either I tag or EM tag, but EM tag its working is almost same, but when we use text to speech, in that case it is beneficial. So thereafter strong tag. The working of strong tag is almost like B tag, means it will display the text in bold form, and again strong tag is alternative tag for tag B. And when we use text to speech format, in that case what happen, it display the text in bold form. So that will look your web page more attractive. Okay guys, thereafter our next tag is BR tag. So this BR tag represents line breaking character, means if suppose we want to display the text on next consecutive lines, or if we use so many lines to display the particular text, in that case we use BR tag, and we also studied so many examples related to this BR tag. Thereafter our next tag is HR tag. HR tag stands for horizontal ruler, and generally it is widely used by the programmer to draw horizontal line in our web page. So there is no restriction, so user can use multiple HR tag in a program. So it will draw so many horizontal line. So we can also use HR tag attributes to provide more attractiveness to that horizontal line. Okay guys, thereafter next important tag is P tag. So what happens, sometimes we need to use paragraph wise form information in our web page. So in that case, P tag is widely used because P tag represents the data in paragraph wise form, and it is also pair tag. So we know that it should be enclosed by /p, and the information must be present in between P tag and /p tag, and user can display so many paragraphs within a web page. So these are the basic tags that we have already studied. So thereafter, now we forward it to next tag is our pre tag. So what is the use of pre tag? Pre tag is widely used for predefining the text. Predefining the text means what? Generally when we type the data, if we use multiple blank spaces in a code, then what happens? Computer automatically replaces all the blank spaces by only single blank space. So generally what happens? Pre tag is used to display a predefined text which is fixed by the user, so it remains unchanged. So in that case we recommend pre tag. Thereafter our next tag is big tag. In big tag what happen? If we use big tag in our program, then what happen? It display the text with large font size compared to previous text. Suppose if we use default font size 10, then it will display larger than original text. Now the total opposite tag is small tag. So as the name suggests, small tag, it try to display the text with smaller font size. Means what? Suppose if you use the text with font size 12, so it will try to display 10, 11 in this way. It means less than original font size. So these are the basic use of big tag as well as small tag. Now thereafter the most interesting tag is what? Strike tag. So what happens in strike tag? If we want to cut some data in our web page, then we use strike tag. So what is the role of strike tag? Strike tag will draw a horizontal line from middle of the text. Means when we cut the data, in that case strike tag is much helpful for us. Thereafter next tag is SUP. So guys, what SUP stands for? SUP stands for superscript. So generally sometimes we need to display mathematical formula, or sometimes we use chemical reaction to be displayed in our web page. In that case SUP tag is beneficial. So generally what happens? If we try to display this type of data, 2x cube, so in that case we know that 3 display at power position level. So to display this 3, we recommend SUP tag. SUP means what? Superscript, to display the text at power position above the text level. So in that case we recommend SUP tag. And the opposite tag is SUB. SUB stands for what? Subscript. So what is the role of subscript tag? It helps to display the text at base level, and generally in chemical formula, mathematical reaction, SUP tag is very helpful. So for example, suppose if I wish to display H2SO4, so in that case my 2 and 4 display at below level, below the text level. So in that case SUB is beneficial for me. So thereafter guys, very interesting tag which is most popular in student, that is marquee tag. So what is the role of marquee tag? So marquee tag is used to scroll the text from right to left. So what happens generally? Suppose assume that this board is our Windows screen. Then what happens if I am using marquee tag? Then it try to scroll the text from right to left, and we can scroll the text for infinite time also. And we also studied so many attributes related with marquee tag. So these are like BG color, then we are using loop, behavior. So what happens in case of BG color? So if we use background color to that scrolling text, so it will display a strip on your screen, and the text will be displayed in between that strip. Thereafter loop attribute is used. So what happens in case of loop attribute? So we can control the total number of scrolling that particular text. So if I'm using loop is equal to 5, then what happens? It scrolls the text only 5 times. Suppose if we use behavior attribute indicates the direction of text to be scrolled. So generally what happen, default value is right, means it scrolls the text from right to left. But instead of using that, if I am using behavior is equal to alternate, then what happen, it will scroll the text from both sides, from means right to left. After stopping, then again it starts from left to right. So in both the direction it will scrolling the text, so it will look more attractive. But if we use this feature in your program, then in that case we must use attributes of marquee tag. Now guys, thereafter we are going to discuss font tag. So HTML also provides a facility to the user to use the text with different font styles. So it will also more attractive from HTML web page designing point of view. So again, there are so many attributes related with font tag. So font, thereafter face, size, color. So we can use these attributes to display various font size, various colors in this way. So we can use font tag. And one more thing, font tag is also a paired tag. Generally we have seen BR tag, HR tag. So these are singular tags, means we are not use /BR/HR in the program. Now after completing font tag, the next tag is IMG tag. So what is the role of IMG tag? Suppose if we user want to insert number of images, different images in our web page, in that case IMG tag is beneficial for us. So HTML supports so many different image formats that we have already studied. So which are these formats? So generally it supports .bmp, .jpg, .jpeg, .gif, .png, .tiff. So there are so many formats. These formats are widely supported by HTML. And in IMG tag there are so many attributes, and these attributes are helpful to display various size of images in our program. And one of the most important attribute is SRC. SRC represents what? Image source, means which type of image we are going to be display in our web page. So I will show you one example. Suppose if I am using IMG SRC, then in double inverted comma I have to specify the path. Suppose I am using logo.jpg. So this SRC represents what? The actual path of that particular image. So if I am not mentioning the path properly, then what happen? It will not show you the image on your web page. Got it guys? So there are so many attributes used by IMG tag. In that first attribute is what? SRC. SRC represents actual image source, means where we are trying to download that image. Thereafter next attribute is border attribute. To give suitable border to the image, we used IMG border attribute, and we can specify the value in between 1 to 5. So if we use more higher number, so it will draw a darkened line to the image border. Thereafter align attribute is used. What is use of align attribute? So there are 3 possible values for align attribute. Align is equal to left, right, or we use center. So if I am not using align attribute, then what happen? The given image will be displayed on left side of your web page. Thereafter next attribute is height and width. So what is your use of height and width attribute? So generally what happen? There are different size images are available. So if we restrict the size, or if we control the size of image, so we can use height and width attribute by giving its value in terms of pixels. So it will more convenient for us. Thereafter next alternative tag text is there called ALT tag, ALT attribute. So in ALT what happen? It represents alternating text, means if we move the cursor on the given image, so it will show you one pop-up message, and that pop-up message represents alternating text. So again there is one more interesting tag, DYNSRC. So we studied this tag. So what happen in IMG tag, if I'm using dyn src attribute, so if I wish to use video file in our web page, then img dyn src attribute is used, and it also supports various video formats like mp4, mpeg, avi, .qt. So these are the formats supported by, widely supported by HTML. So after studying this IMG tag, then heading tags are there that we have already covered in head tag. So again I repeat, H1 to H6, these are the 6 heading tags provided by HTML that helps to display the text with different font size. Thereafter, next tag is OL tag. Now OL tag represents ordered list, and we already studied this OL tag, UL tag, DL tag. Why and how? So first of all, this tag is very important from HSC board point of view. Why? Because there is one question always asked in your question paper for 5 marks, means draw the exact output, and we have also solved so many examples related with this, and even I also provided so many exercises for you related with this OL tag, UL tag and DL tag. So first of all, OL tag. So OL tag means what? It represents order list. Means if you want to display some data in a web page in sequential manner, in that case I am using OL tag. But when we use OL tag, it uses one supporting tag, LI tag. LI represents list element, and it is a singular tag. So when order list used in the program, means sequence of data is important. So in that case I am using type attribute, and that type attribute consists of 1 2 3 4 Roman 1 2 3 4 numbers, then alphabets we are going to use, that is small a, capital A. So it helps to display the sequence of list in our output. And there is one more attribute is there called start. So suppose if we are using that start attribute, so we can start the list from given specific number. So suppose if I am using OL, start is equal to 50, then what happen? And if I am mentioning the so many list elements, so when we see the output of this code, so it will display 50, 51, 52, 53. So we can start from any number. So in that case we use OL and start attribute. So keep always one thing in your mind, without using LI tag, OL tag will not work properly. So this tag is very helpful for even unordered list also. So our next tag is UL tag, which represents unordered list elements. So in case of unordered list elements, sequence of data is not important. So how can we represent the data? So there are 3 different symbols are widely used. First one is disk, second one is square, third one is circle. So circle is a hollow circle, and square is filled square, and disk is, you may say that, filled circle. So these are the 3 different symbols used to represent unordered list element, and its default symbol is disk. You may also call bullet. That we widely shown in Word, bullets and numbering. So UL tag also used LI tag to represent list elements. Again, UL tag is also a pair tag, and its companion tag is /UL. So in this way, UL and OL tag both behavior totally in opposite direction. OL tag used to represent order list element, UL tag used to represent unordered list element. Thereafter, one more list tag is there, that is DL tag. DL represents definition list. So sometimes what happen, we want to display multiple definitions in the program. So in that case what happen, we used DL tag. DL represents definition list. So while using this DL tag, there are 2 supporting tags are also there, DT tag and DD tag. Now what is the role of DT tag? It represents definition term, means about whom you are going to write down the definition. So it comes under DT section, and DD means data definition. So actual definition present in this DD tag. So in this way, DL tag, DT tag and DD tag, these 3 tags works together, and we can display multiple definitions in our single web page. So after completing this topic, we have studied table tag. So table tag is also crucial and very important from our HSC board examination point of view. Why? Because there is always one question asked in your question paper for 5 marks, means table display in your question paper, and you are supposed to write down the program for it. So this is very crucial. So what is the use of table tag? So table tag is widely used to display the given information in a prescribed form or in tabular form. Table tag is widely used. So there are some supporting tags are also there. Which are these tags? Caption tag, TR tag, TH tag and TD tag. These tags are used, or these tag helps to display the information in tabular form. And remember that all these 5 tags are pair tag. So what is the use of caption tag? Caption tag is widely used to provide proper heading to the table. So caption have one attribute, that is align, and we can display either at topmost position of the table or below position of the table. Thereafter TR tag. So what is the use of TR tag? Generally we know that when we fill the information in table, we used the information filling in row wise form. So in that case TR tag represents table row and information must be filled in row wise form. Thereafter next tag is TH tag. TH tag represents table heading or title to be given for a specific row or specific column. And generally when we use TH tag, it display the text in bold form. Thereafter TD tag is there. So what is the role of TD tag? Actual information should be present or represented by TD tag. TD tag represents table data. So student, there might be confusion between TH tag and TD tag. Means why we are not use TH always, why we are not use TD always. So there is a difference between TH tag and TD tag. When we use TH tag, it display the text in bold form, where TD tag display the text with normal font. Means no bold attribute is used. So that's why it display the text in TH display the text in bold form, TD display the text with normal font size. So thereafter we have also studied so many attributes related with table tag. And that first one is border attribute. So if we provide a proper outline to the table, in that case border attribute is more convenient for us. Thereafter we studied align attribute. So it specifies the alignment of table, means actual position in your web page, whether you want to display at left side or right side or at the center position of your screen. In that case we use or we prefer align attribute. Thereafter we use width attribute is also. Width attribute is used to change the size of actual size of your table, and generally width value should be given in terms of percentage, or we can directly give the number also, so that calculate absolute value and represents in pixel form. Thereafter we also studied BG color attribute, means if we give the proper background color to the table, in that case we use BG color attribute, even though we also change the border color of our table. So by using border color attribute, we can also change the actual color of your border text. So thereafter we also see 2 more additional interesting characteristics, that is attributes. And the first one is what? Cell spacing. So what happens in case of cell spacing? So suppose this is my table and every single box represent a particular cell. So if you see the space between these 2 neighboring cells is 0, and if I try to provide or to give the space, in that case I am using cell spacing attribute. So if I am using cell spacing, so it will display the cells like this. Means gap is present in between 2 neighboring cells, and its effect is shown on throughout of the table. So means in first row if we use 10 spaces and in next row 20 spaces, 30 spaces, it is not possible. So its effect is given throughout on the table, and your table will look more attractive. So for that purpose we use or we recommend cell spacing attribute. Then next attribute is cell padding. Cell padding is what? If we change the size of actual cell, or if we increase the size of actual cell, in that case we use cell padding attribute. So what actually cell padding attribute do? It increase the size between the text and border of the cell. Means from both the sides it will increase the width of your cell, in short. So what happened in HSC board examination? The table is given and widely cell spacing and cell padding attribute are also used in that question. So students while writing the program, they must use self-spacing and self-padding attribute during the program writing. So after completing this th tag, td tag, we also discussed one tag, center tag. Now what is the role of this center tag? As the name suggests, center tag, it try to display the information at center position of your screen. So again, it is a pair tag and its companion tag is /center. Thereafter, we studied hyperlink. So it is very crucial and very important. And hyperlink tag represented by A. A means anchor tag. And it is used to specify hyperlink to the web page. So now generally guys, what is hyperlink? Hyperlink is used to link your original web page with multiple web pages. So in that case, what happened? We need to specify the exact path in the document so that will properly linked. So generally what happens, if I am trying to give the wrong path, then what happens? Whenever I am going to click on that particular text, then hyperlink not link that particular page. Why? Because due to incorrect path given in the program. So when we use hyperlink tag, students should take care of to give the exact path, because if we mention the exact path properly in the program, then it is more convenient for linking the given document with existing or destination document. So we also studied various types of hyperlink. So which are the types of hyperlink? So in hyperlink, we have studied link our given document with World Wide Web, that is www. So suppose if we have internet connection present in your computer, and if I am trying to use, or if I am trying to link my HTML page with particular website, so I can link by using this A tag, and we use very important attribute href. So what is the role of this href attribute? It represents hyperlink reference, or you may also call hypertext reference. So this represents the link path, means automatically connect your web page with destination web page. Thereafter, image by image link. In this case, what happen means one image is given as a hyperlink and destination is also a hyperlink. Means image properly display on your screen, and if I am going to click on that image, so that image linked with another image. So it is called image by image link. So in so many websites we have seen one image display with small size, and whenever I am going to click on that image, then what happen? That image display with large size. So this is possible with the help of image by image link. Then third type of hyperlink is what? In that case, we link our web page with any type of document. Means we can also link Word document, C++ program document, then audio file document, PDF document, Excel document, PowerPoint presentation document. So we can connect these types of document with our web page. So it is called link to other type of document format. So these are the three different types of hyperlink used in HTML. So again I repeat, first one is linked with www. In that case, our web page link with the external world website. Means for that purpose we require internet connection. Means generally we are designing offline web pages, but if you want to see the exact effect with this web page, so in that case we use internet connection, so you will get the more perfect output. Second type is image by image link. In that case, what happen? Image is used as a hyperlink. Means whenever I'm going to click on that image, another image will be open, or you may use the same image with different size by using height and width attribute. And third one is what? We can use or we can connect our web page with different types of documents. So as I already told you, PDF, .doc, PPT, XLS, these are the various formats I'm going to use to link the web page with these formats. So these are the various tags we have already studied in this lesson, and in this video I have also uploaded the HSC Board 3 practical programs which is to be performed for our academic year 2020 and 2021 in this video. So I request you guys to see these practicals carefully and try to perform by your own, and the notes are also related with these practicals are provided in the video, so you can use these notes to perform the practical very properly. So in next video guys, we start with some different lesson. Till then, good day.